Hello, welcome to Teslica eBikes. Today is a very interesting day because we're covering how can I make my e-bike more comfortable. See, e-bikes are a lot of fun. You can go out for longer rides, enjoy it for more days, but only if you find it comfortable. If you find it uncomfortable, you might not ride it at all. So stay tuned. Today, we're going to discover how to make your e-bike more comfortable. Let's get into it. Tip number one would be stretching. Before we can even start looking at the bike and putting accessories and all that kind of stuff on it, the first thing is to make sure that you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you're not going to be comfortable on a bike. So the bike position is a little bit different than being seated on a couch. So we'll need to stretch to get our body used to it. And that's not only stretching before your ride, but also on a regular basis. Tip number two is sizing. You have to make sure that the bike you want to be comfortable on is the correct size for you. If I was to pedal in this position, regardless of what I do to the bike, how much I stretch, this won't be comfortable. And if you can see it, the issue here is I'm sitting too low. So see, my knee will come up way too high, which is going to cause knee issues, but also be very uncomfortable. For the correct sizing, your knee should be almost fully extended with a slight bend on it, but not fully extended. So that could hyperextend your knee. So for me, I believe it would be somewhere around here, where when I'm pedaling, you'll see a slight bend in the knee, but not fully straight. This would be the correct sizing for me. Tip number three is make sure you have low enough tire pressure. So the lower the tire pressure, the more comfortable your ride will be because the tire won't be too hard and that air will act like suspension. So if you hit something on the road or if you go over a crack or a rock, the tire will just roll over when the tire pressure is low. But if it's too high, then you're just going to bounce off of it and you'll feel that impact all the way to the seat, all the way to your body. However, there's a minimum for each tire. There's a minimum tire pressure. On a tire like this, it's usually around 40 psi. On a fat tire, it can be as low as 5 psi. Don't go lower than the minimum because then you can risk getting a flat. Tip number four would be investing in a good quality suspension seat post, like on this bike right here. Now we understand that suspension gives you comfort. So it's good having a front suspension, but you also sometimes might need a rear suspension to take a lot of the impacts away. So a suspension seat post like this can be added to almost any bike. And then when you put it on, it will absorb a lot of the impacts for you and make it more comfortable. Tip number five would be having a comfortable seat. So obviously that's the first form of contact with the bike. And if it's not comfortable for you, then it's not going to be a comfortable ride. Now, one thing to note about seats is that there's no one seat that best fits everybody. So talk to your local bike shop or stop at Teslica and we'll try our best to find the best seat for you. Seats will vary in width, length, stiffness, and a lot of differences that will cater to you to make your ride more comfortable. The second contact you have with the bike after the seat is the handlebar. So investing in a good quality, comfortable handlebar with ergonomic grips can make your ride more comfortable. Plus, if you have a adjustable stem, like this one on this bike, it can rotate, changing the positioning of the bike, giving you a better sizing, better position, and therefore more comfort. Now, if you did all of the above and you still find your ride uncomfortable, this could be because of your tire. A lot of tires like this Pirelli, which is, by the way, my favorite tire ever, a lot of tires like this Pirelli will have a puncture protection layer built in. This is a stiff layer and will kind of act like a high tire pressure. When you go over any object, instead of being able to roll over it, that stiff layer makes the tire less comfortable, less flexible. Therefore, you will bounce over a lot more objects instead of rolling over them. So you'll feel a little bit less comfortable if you have a tire with a puncture protection layer that's rigid like the Pirelli. An alternative, if you still want to maximize your puncture protection, is either adding a flat out inside your inner tube, going tubeless, or even with investing with something like the Tannis Armor protection, which is less rigid, more flexible, more cushiony. Bonus tip, work your way into your rides. If you're new into e-biking or cycling in general, you don't want to start with a 60 kilometer, 100 kilometer rides. Start easier, get more and more comfortable on the bike, stretch more, get used to your e-bike, get used to your bike again. If you're in Canada and you don't use it for half of the year in the winter season, start easy, listen to your body and butt, and work your way into it. I hope you found this helpful. I hope now that you know all of the above, you can go onto your bike, make it more comfortable, enjoy e-biking, enjoy the outsides for more. If you have more tips on how to make the e-bike more comfortable, please share it with us in the comment section below. If you'd like to learn more about e-bikes and the differences, you can watch different videos on our YouTube channel. And if you'd like to find the best e-bikes in all of Canada, visit Teslica.com. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you're having a 10 out of 10 day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.